The voice of women, the voice of women, 91.7.
Welcome to Panorama. On Panorama, we always have the ladies come together to discuss, dissect, and disagree on topical issues of the day. I have with me this afternoon who will be discussing with me COVID-19, women inclusion in economic recovery. I have Mrs. Ruth Abo. She is the President, Association Women in Trade and Agriculture. Good afternoon, ma.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me here.
It's a pleasure having you as well. Yes, we understand the fact that right now it's seeming more like women are being excluded in so many things that has to do with, participation into COVID-19 with regards to committees that have been set up to ensure that COVID-19 pandemic is actually handled properly and everyone is actually carried along. But apparently it's seeming more like women are being left behind, and I think it's very important that women's inclusion and women's contribution is actually acknowledged as well. And today we are going to be discussing COVID-19, women inclusion in economic recovery. So I'm just going to start off with you right now, Mrs. Ruth. What exactly and how would you describe the economy of Nigeria now that we are dealing with this pandemic COVID-19?
Yeah, thank you for your question. For me, I think the economy of Nigeria, as we are faced with the pandemic, is really nosediving.
Okay.
It's not an interesting thing. We are on a dicey level. And that is why your topic is very timely, because women need to engage to be able to contribute their own quota. But from every indication and observation, we are seeing that women have really been excluded. And that is also going to endanger our economic status the more.
All right. Thank you very much. And yes, just like you said, this is timely. Now, it could be said that COVID-19 has exposed inequalities, just like I said earlier also, and has either been buried or pushed aside, and it has shown that there is the need to acknowledge and identify every gender roles in economic development. And how is this new knowledge profitable to economic recovery in Nigeria? How important is women's involvement and inclusion in ensuring that our economy is actually boosted during this period?
Okay. A situation where 50% of Nigerian population is women, and incidentally we are lost in the crowd, both women, girls, and even the people with disability. I think it is not a good decision. The SDG says, leave no one behind. And today, women seem to be excluded from decision, from involvement, that has to do with the palliative and the pandemic, and of course, the economy. 70% of the informal women engage in about 80% of the labor force, both in trade and agriculture.
Okay.
Without the effort and the contribution of the rural woman, even the urban cannot sustain and feed well, because they are the ones that are producing even the agricultural stuff that we are engaging in now. Nigeria is a country that is looking inward to produce what we eat and also eat what we can produce. So women at this point are stakeholders. They are important and should be included in the decision making, in the palliative distribution, and all that. Because we also know that women play a very critical role. They are multitasking. At the home front, they are holding responsibilities with their children, with their families, and all of that. And so if you don't bring them in a situation where the palliative system is ongoing, of course you cannot get good results. We are hearing the palliative is being shared here, is being given here, and all of that. But we have not seen the testimony of those that are getting this palliative.
Okay.
Nobody is coming out to say, yes, thank you, government, I got this, I got that. And when you ask majority of women, like in my NGO, Association of Women in Trade and Agriculture, nobody has gotten what? Okay, I'm asking myself, who is getting this? Probably ghosts. We don't know. And because maybe the parent body, the Federal Ministry of Women Affairs, where the women in Nigeria have their data stored, maybe because we are not involved. Of course, there is this bitterness, there is this non-involvement of women or benefiting from all this stuff. And it's making us to look lost in the whole crowd. 50% of Nigerian population that are women are lost in the crowd, and it is not good. That shows us that there has not been any political will to involve us really. There has been advocacy here and there.
Okay.
We have been saying women involvement, women inclusion in the affairs of the nation. I think now is the time to exercise the political will to include women. But it is playing out really here, and it is discouraging enough. For me, the signal is sending is that you use us at campaign periods to dance, to clap, to hail you, and then you get, your ambition or whatever you desire, and you dump us. It is not even right. So the lockdown has been a torment for women.
Okay.
Because they are battling with themselves to make ends meet for their home front.
All right. Thank you very much for all of that contribution. Women who are farmers have actually been affected right now as regards this. And basically, this has also affected our own economy, because the fact that the fact that there has not been return from agriculture also shows that there has not really been turnover that has to do with trading amongst us, even in Nigeria, and as well as if we have to export some of our produce. But how do you think these can actually be handled, and to ensure that we have farmers really go out to go and make more produce, to be able to save the economy first of all, and as well as create opportunity for people to be able to feed even during this pandemic and post the pandemic?
Yes. We are like almost at the dying point. Like you said, there has been restrictions, because of the 1 month pandemic, lockdown, which has also affected the economy, the women's economy, those that have been surviving on daily income and all of that. And we are saying now that there has been an ease, on the lockdown, people have, rushed out like birds, releasing their nest from their nest. Everybody is struggling now to see where to even start from, at what point to even start from. It's going to take a while for the economy to really build up again. So many women have eaten the little that is in their hands, both financially and even with the commodities that they have. Because if I am a trader in the market, I am selling beans and gari. I might not be selling palm oil and pepper. So there has to be a crisscross, a trade, sort of exchange here and there. So resources have really, really gone. At this point, critical point, women should be involved. And in what way? Let the federal government identify the local farmers and traders.
Okay.
Through their already existing associations.
Okay.
And begin to even empower them the more. I mean, at this point, don't even talk about loan with interest. Why can't you even give women free, zero interest loan for a period of maybe one year, so to speak, so that they can buy, foodstuff and sell, those that are selling at retail, and then those that want to farm can also buy, the seedlings and all the things that they need to do the farm. The farming season is here, the rain is just starting, and people are stagnated. That tells you that there's going to be real hunger in the land.
Okay.
So when you give conditions for loan with to access loan that the women cannot even get. This is not a matter of documentation now. This is a matter of taking serious actions. So why don't you give women, identify them through their organizations, and give them emergency funds? Interest-free loan can be given for the traders to buy and sell foodstuff to sustain this hardship. Okay. Let the government switch to survival mode. Let them switch. This is, it has to be an intervention that should come as if there is no tomorrow. That is the way I see it. And of course, if the women are giving this money, because they are going through their organization, their existing structured organization, they can be trapped.
Okay.
They can be trapped so that there will be enough. During the lockdown, there were interstate restrictions of movement of vehicles and all of that. Even though the presidential task force permitted, the movement of foodstuff from wherever and all. But security personnel will not even allow that flow very well. And most of the hinterlands, the rural areas that need to bring out their stuff from the villages to the city had issues of transportation. Some goods even went, the perishable goods even went bad. And so the wholesalers were not producing or bringing enough for the retailers to sell. And remember, the markets were only opened to the retailers, not the wholesalers. Okay. So what went wrong for this period, for me, has been exhausted. This ease of lockdown is just bringing out people, and then what are they going to go back if eventually, for instance, the government locks us down again? What are they going to go back to sell? And that is the beginning of a famine that I don't think anybody will be able to explain. So for me, let there be a timely intervention. Identify these farmers and traders and give them interest-free loan and ease out the way they can get the food. At least let there be food, surplus food in the land. The agricultural policy says no man, no woman, no boy, no girl should go to bed hungry. But at this period, people are hungry and they feel that the hunger virus is even more deadly to them than the coronavirus.
All right, thank you very much. And it's still Panorama on Women Radio WFM 91.7. Thank you so much. Thank you very much for joining us this afternoon. But before I let you go, what will be your final words as regards all that we have spoken about today?
Yes, we are pleading to the conscience and appealing to the conscience of the government. As much as the NGOs and the CSUs are doing their best, government should also do their best. It's a win-win thing. We need a new type of conversation from the government. We need hope in the face of hopelessness. Let the government bail women out. We are faced with so many adversities, emotionally, psychologically, economically. We need a bailout. Thank you very much.
All right, thank you very much. It's been a pleasure having you with us this afternoon. I am Bukola Balogun. It's important that we keep staying safe this period. Do enjoy the rest of your day.
WFM 91.7.